Nora? Nora. Well, this is gonna make for a good blooper. She's staring at me. Nora. Sorry, Erin, I'm crawling on the counter. Now you're as tall as me. Hello everybody, it's Melissa and I'm back from another video, and today I need to eat some breakfast. Unfortunately, I wouldn't necessarily call it breakfast. It's 1 p.m. This is something that when it comes to the Whole30, I kind of struggle with. Normally, on a day-to-day basis, I will intermittent fast. So I will wake up first thing in the morning, have lots of water, hot water and lemon, tea, bulletproof coffee, but I won't consume a meal until later in the day. Now, when you're on the Whole30, they really strongly suggest that you have 3 meals a day, eating within an hour when you wake up in the morning. But on mornings that I work from home, like today, I am way more productive when I'm fasted. And so just as a general rule, I normally wake up and I won't eat until I'm hungry. It's 1 o'clock and I'm hungry. So I need to make breakfast. I'm going to be using my air fryer today. I got a ton of compliments on my air fryer. I bought this the week after Christmas. I had a gift certificate to the mall. Thanks, Chad and Charlene. I knew that I wanted to buy an air fryer for a while and I just wasn't willing to make the investment. This is the Philips air fryer, and I got the Viva collection, I believe. This is the one with the digital touchscreen. Regularly $299, and I got it on sale $179.99. So super great deal. I've been loving this air fryer. I've used it almost every single day since I got it. So I'm going to be making some sweet potato hash browns in this guy, and then I'm going to be frying some eggs mixed with some other goodies. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you like Whole30 content like this, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading Whole30 videos for the rest of this month. So without further ado, I need to eat some breakfast. Let's go. Okay, first things first, the camera's a little bit short, but I'll just pretend that I'm down here. I'm gonna be cutting up my sweet potato, so I just took half a chunk of sweet potato and I'm gonna cut this into cubes. Hopefully I don't cut my finger off because that would be really awkward. I'm going to be playing around with camera angles in this video because, as you can tell, the light over here is really bright, but then there's no light whatsoever over here. Oh, also, as I'm throwing my knife around, my wonderful magical boyfriend Marshall got me a ring light for Christmas, and so it's actually just in behind the camera now laying down because I can't use it. I have the ring light, but it doesn't fit onto any of my tripods that I have, so I'm gonna have to either order a special stand for it because it doesn't mount onto my camera like I thought it would. Nora's making lots of noise, by the way. So if anybody has a ring light and they know what kind of stand you need it for, please let me know in the comments below because I would really love to be able to set that ring light up because it's so awesome. Like, I could literally film a video in the pitch dark, is that the word? And it would look awesome. So anyways, this sweet potato is just getting diced up into little bits and pieces. I'm just gonna put the sweet potato into a bowl gracefully. And then I'm just going to add the seasoning. So I'm gonna add California garlic salt and sea salt. This is like a blend, and it is just sea salt and dehydrated roasted garlic. Put a little bit of that on there, and then some chili powder. Ooh, that was a lot of chili powder. Hopefully I'll be okay. You could add a little bit of oil to these if you want them to crisp up a little bit more, but on their own, they crisp up just fine. Okay, so good to go with that stuff. Basically, you press power and you can choose whatever you want to heat it up to. It's on 180 right now, and that should be good. I'm just going to put the sweet potato in one layer, and some of them fell through because they're small, but that's what it looks like. And then you literally just put this in there and you set it for how long you want to fry it for. So I think I'm going to be doing this one for probably 10 to 12 minutes. I'm going to start with 12 minutes and then I'll check on them from there. And there you go. So there is a little bit of a noise that happens with the air fryer, but it is a pretty quiet machine for the magic that it does. So I'm gonna let that fry up and then I will be back when it's finished. Okay, there's 5 minutes left on the air fryer, so I'm just gonna pause it and take a look at what they look like. Okay, so they're not finished, but they're getting nice and crispy on the outside, which is what I'm looking for. I'm going to leave these in for another 5 or 7 minutes. I think they're gonna need a little bit longer than 5 minutes, and I will check back in when they're finished. Okay, I'm back. The air fryer just beeped. It's all finished up, and P.S. there's some construction going on downstairs, so if you hear some stuff, That's what's happening and I apologize. But air fryer is done. And the sweet potatoes are looking nice and crispy. Taste test? Yeah, those are good. I'm just gonna let those cool down, but they're done. I don't need to cook them any longer. The next part is the eggs. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing kind of like scrambled eggs with some broccoli, because I've got a ton of broccoli from Costco, which by the way is delicious in the air fryer, but today I'm just gonna do it in the frying pan. I could use these turkey bacon meatloaf that I prepped, or I could use my barbecue pulled pork that I prepped. I think what I'm gonna do is dice up one of these meatloaf cups and then throw that into the scrambled eggs. So I'm going to cut up a few pieces of broccoli, whisk 2 eggs together with some salt, pepper, chili powder, probably same deal. And then I will cut up one of these meatloaf cups, and then I will just fry that up, use that as the base, and then put the sweet potatoes, or no, maybe use the sweet potatoes as the base and then put the egg mixture on top. We prepped homemade ranch, and so I'm probably gonna just drizzle a little bit of that on top, and it should be delicious. So let's get going. First step is, got everything down here like a cooking show. First step is cutting up a few pieces of broccoli. Okay, I'm gonna use 4 pieces of broccoli. I don't want too much. So just roughly chop that up. Little drizzle of olive oil. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw the broccoli into the frying pan, making a mess everywhere as per usual. And I will just get that a little crispy. Now this breakfast is a little bit bigger than what I would normally have. Obviously, since it's 1 o'clock, this is gonna kind of count as my breakfast and my lunch. So I'm making a little bit more food than I normally would. So I'm just gonna crack 2 eggs into a bowl. Very talented at this. Oh, perfect. All the shells. Yep. So I'm just gonna use some of that garlic and salt blend. And then I'm just gonna whisk the eggs together. Now to make this a little bit more like a scrambled egg, I'm just gonna add a little bit of coconut cream to the 2 eggs just to thin it out a little bit. Again, this is the coconut cream that we use. It says coconut milk, but it is coconut cream. So it's really thick, full fat coconut cream. I'm just gonna add a little bit to there. Whisk that in. And my broccoli is very sizzling. And then before I pour that over top, I need to cut up one of my bacon meatloaf cups. I'm just gonna roughly chop it up. Okay, so throw that in the frying pan as well. Mix that up a little bit. It smells like broccoli in here. So I'm just going to put all those crispy sweet potatoes on the bottom. Yum, yum, yum. This needs to go down a little bit. Oh, why am I so silly? My mom would say, Melissa, you need to slow down. And I would say, yeah, I know, Mom. I do need to slow down. Can you see it? Can you see it? They're crispy. They're crunchy. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear that. And they're delicious. So now I'm going to add the egg to the broccoli and turkey meatloaf mixture. Woo! What kind of cook are you? Are you a clean as you go type of cook, or are you a make a huge disaster and then deal with it after kind of cook? I'm a little bit of both. So I'm going to scramble it. I'm getting really impatient and I'm also getting really hungry. Okay, so that's probably just gonna take like another minute or 2. Today is day 4 of the Whole30 and I'm feeling pretty darn good. Yesterday was a little bit of a rough day. I don't know if it was because I like woke up on the wrong side of the bed or what, but I just had kind of like a very blah, deflated, tired day. Today I'm feeling much better. I woke up feeling really well rested, and yeah, it's Friday tomorrow. Weekends are always tough when you're on the Whole30, but I think I'm gonna be good this time. Both of my roommates are doing the Whole30 with me, and so that's always a really awesome encouragement when there's other people around you that are doing it as well. Okay, So I'm gonna say that that's done. Turn my burner off and then just throw everything together. Okay, so this is definitely not an aesthetically pleasing meal. It doesn't look very pretty, but it smells delicious. And now for my favorite part, I'm gonna add in some ranch. If you want the recipe for this ranch, I'll just leave it in the description box below. Drizzle a little bit of that on top. I will take a few pictures for a thumbnail, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I'm super excited to dig into my delicious sweet potato, skillet, hash brown type thing. Again, really quick and easy. If I wouldn't have been talking so much, which I do in a lot of my videos, I probably could have made this breakfast in 15 minutes or less. Obviously, the ground turkey meatloaf cup was already prepped ahead of time. Just needed to chop up a few pieces of broccoli. Sweet potato could have easily been done ahead of time as well. You could have that prepped in the fridge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below with a video you'd like to see this month, whether it's Whole30 related or not. And subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading lots of Whole30 videos in the very near future. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Those sweet potatoes are so crunchy. I think I'm gonna add some hot sauce, but so good. Oh, I don't want to give you a finger. So good.